Okay, welcome once again to my channel. Today I'll be sharing tips on how you can increase the views across your social media, especially on your WhatsApp status, Facebook or Instagram stories. Now, none of these things I'm going to share to you will make sense if your settings are not on public. Most of us we need visibility. We need to be out there. But I don't know what's wrong with us. We keep everything so secluded. I don't want people to see. I don't want. Why will you get visibility? How will you grow if actually you don't want people? So in case you don't know, make sure your settings are on public. When they are on public, whether these people are following you or not, especially on Facebook and Instagram right now, okay, they are going to view it. Except on status where these people need to save your contact. The first tip: last post you make on your WhatsApp status will determine the number of views you are going to get. If the last post on your WhatsApp status is very interesting, very intriguing, captivating, somebody while scrolling through WhatsApp status feed, as you're scrolling, there are so many contacts. But when that person captures that intriguing site, they want to go and view it, irrespective of the number of posts you actually posted that day. These persons don't mind. They want to go and see that last post. So in whatever you are posting, make sure the last post, you should be very intentional and strategic as long as you are in the business line. Okay, so don't just post mindlessly. Okay, tip number 2: the first post you make on your Instagram, on your Facebook, determines the number of people that will view. Do you see the difference now? The first post on your Facebook or Instagram will determine the number of people that will view it. If it's not interesting, if it's just maybe a write-up or maybe a quote, certain people don't want to do it. Generally, people love entertainment. So if I would advise you, use entertainment posts, something that is very catchy, intriguing, if I'm to use that word. That will really help a lot. Okay, so try to, as much as possible, make the last on WhatsApp interesting, the first on Instagram and on Facebook very, very captivating as well. This will determine the number of people that will actually want to view it. All right, the third tip: your stories, your status serves as your TV channel. So you need to learn how to spice things up. What am I saying? You personally, there are some TV channels that you will never ever tune to. Why? Because they are boring. Yes, you don't want to tune to them. Let's say, for instance, this TV station is dedicated to sports. If I'm not interested in sports, I'm not going to watch it. Okay? If this particular one is dedicated to movies, I probably might not want to watch it if I'm not interested in movies. This particular station is always spicing things up. I want to be interested in viewing it because I know this is the time for my favorite TV channel. I'll tune in and all that. Okay, because this is social media. You should be able to make sure you spice things up. It shouldn't just be it shouldn't be boring. Okay. Let's use these scissors as an example. Okay, I sell scissors. And every time I come online, I'll be telling you to buy scissors. I'll always constantly tell you to buy scissors. You should understand that people are not interested in where they should spend their money, but they are interested in entertainment. So how do you bring this in to entertainment? Let's say I have a toddler with me and we are dancing, and now I want to create a movie scene. Okay, just a short clip now that will suit him to stories, 15 minutes 15 seconds max, 30 seconds for WhatsApp. So you should consider that when you're shooting a video. Okay, now I want to do this and I have a toddler dancing with me and I have this seasons intentionally placed somewhere where I know this child will pick it up. Now, because it's a strategic movie, okay, I hope you're following. Actually, now this child runs to these scissors. What am I supposed to do? I will shout and go, get off that scissors, it is very sharp, it will cut you, you will feel pain. I will make all these kind of things. Now, people remember at first we were dancing. This child now moved to these scissors and I now have to react. People would start dropping comments. Please don't keep sharp objects where children are. Please don't do this. Please don't do that. Okay, it's not good for a child. Now, you have created an interactive section with your audience. I hope you are picking that. Okay, now you are not just posting. You are using a visual example, something that will interest them, to talk about your scissors. It's just an illustration actually. Okay, so depending on whatever you are doing, try to put in entertainment in your shootings. It makes it very interesting. Do you understand? Now, the fourth tip. Okay, make sure you make your channel an interactive section. Like the last tip talked about you making it spicing things up. Remember, you have put in an interactive section already. But aside videos, you also spice things up. When I mean you should make it an interactive section, I mean you can also try as much as possible to put up questions on your status. Okay, you can ask questions. Now personally, I ask a lot of questions when I post on my status, and then when people reply, I try as much as possible to screenshot these replies, put it on the status, put it on the stories. It makes it more interesting. That means I'm engaging people. Now aside this one now that I screenshot, algorithm, Instagram and Facebook will be like, these people are engaging in Kosi's post. So that means next time, let's put this post, let's put Kosi's story in front of people. So when you see it on the news feed, my stories are always coming up because I'm engaging. That is a practical aspect of it. Aside the one that, okay, I also want to make it very interactive to show people that people are actually interacting with my channels. All right, Facebook has made it much more better now because you can actually drop comments on people's stories, and so people can as well see the comments, which is very nice. But some of these other places like WhatsApp status where they don't do that, especially I specifically screenshots and then still send it out on my stories. It makes it interactive, and much people also want to gain other people's views. I've actually posted and screenshots before, and because of the reply I got on that screenshot, another person replied that screenshot, not replying my status. Another reason is that I've also posted a screenshot, and somebody said, "Oh, I didn't know I'm supposed to reply." And she went back to reply. So you see the different interactions that goes on. Now I'm talking about my status actually. So these are the ways you can actually make your post interactive, spice things up so that people can actually come back on continuous basis to watch your status because you are actually retaining them. Now the last one, which is the fifth one, is to adopt diversity in your post. Okay. Now adopting diversity in your posts many things. Like, you don't just depend on one particular posting. It must not be just you dancing. It must not just be you talking into a camera. It must not just be write-ups or any other thing. Some people pick one particular style and they follow it. No, you adopt things that can make it very interesting. I hope you gain value from this video. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, if you've watched to this section, I want you to drop a comment down below. Type in ready to implement. See you next time.